things. You know, the division, it's hard to get back.
Yeah. One, two, three. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24.
Huh? We live now. Damn, you ain't giving no heads up. Like, hey, we about to go live in 5, 4. I remember it used to be, hey, everybody. Let's cool it down back there, little people. Hey. That wasn't meant for a response. All right, everybody. Let's we're gonna be getting into these, you already know it's a biblical law class where we break down these laws in the Bible, how it connects to us, hey y'all, I gotta say it again. Y'all. Y'all will be sitting in seats. Boom. All right. Clearing this out. Yeah, good. You don't gotta ask me to use the bathroom, man. All right, let's clap it up. You already know what it is, man. It's the Isupk. Started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We've been teaching the truth since 1969. We're under Commander Geniano. We are here to teach the so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American the truth of the Bible. All right, tonight is a biblical law class where we will be going into these laws. All right, tonight topic is curses. All right, hey. I'm gonna ask y'all one more time back there to keep it down. You don't need to make so much noise with them toys. Okay. One more time, and everybody is putting them up. Salakia, everybody. Excuse me for that. We got the younger ones. I cannot say it. Hey, you see I'm teaching right now, right? That's what we're gonna do. Y'all clean up and y'all go sit down. That's what we're gonna do. All right. So tonight topic is about the curses. Reason why we're bringing up these the topic tonight is about the curses is because of the times that we are in, right? And what people, excuse me, I said put everything up. The times that we are in right now, it's high time to wake up. If I could, can I get Romans 13 and 11? Bubba Gashaw? You understand? Hey, I'm gonna say it one more time. Can you mute me real quick, sir? If you could, can you mute me real quick? Excuse me, y'all. Look, I got the young boys with me today, man. So Salakia for that. Hey Salakia, sir, you know you can pull up the screen that we have right here. For the chat, what you see. That's a way. Y'all can let the baby get a toy. Let the baby get a toy. So excuse me, y'all. All right. So all right, bet we good to go. So we are in the times where it's definitely high time for us to really pay attention to what's going on. All right, because no, just clean, please. World War III is knocking at the door. All right, you know what? Everybody just go sit down. Everybody go sit down on the couch. On the couch. So, all right, we got the young boys in here. My fault again. World War III is knocking at the door. What is World War III? When all world's armies gather in the Middle East and fight until nuclear bombs are released. Donald Trump is trying to pull everybody into the Valley of Jehoshaphat. He's trying to do it. He's calling on to his allies, but Donald Trump has created tension with his allies. Right now, every ally in NATO that America is connected with do not want to help America with their war. Shara, get over there. Nobody wants to help America. Nobody wants to help Israel because the war was unwarranted. You understand what I'm saying? Like that war, everyone knew the cost of that war. The cost of that war is Iran is right there where the water is at, where all our oil come through. All they have to do is terrorize that river, and our economy will tank. And that's what's happening right now. Donald Trump is trying to manipulate the stock market to try to save face, them in Israel. And he'll say, oh, yeah, we're working a deal, we're working a deal. And what happened is it manipulates the stock market so that stocks go up. And then it drastically drop back down once they realize, because Iran is smart. They said, nigga, we ain't talking to you. We ain't in talks with you. Stop lying. And Iran is just showing all types of AI videos. They said, oh, you want to use AI? And they just exposing how Donald Trump and all his constituents are pedophiles. Like this knowledge is common. This knowledge is common. World War III is happening. Either you want to accept it or not. It doesn't matter what you want. It's about what the Lord wants. And this is what the Lord wants you to know. If you could, sir, where you was at?
Romans chapter 13, verse 11.
Uh-huh.
And that, knowing the time.
Knowing the time. No, you good.
That now it's high time to awake out of sleep.
It is high times to wake the hell up. Black, Hispanic, Native American man and woman. Worries and all that.
Should be good to go.
Oh, this the same law? Okay, bet. All right. Salakia for that, y'all. Yeah. But we still good online, right?
Check. Let me check.
Still good online, right? Yeah, we good online. Still good online, right? Yeah, we good online. All right, bet, man. We have some technical difficulties, man. It's all good. So we're going to get right back to it, man. We have Romans 13 and 11.
It's the book of Romans, chapter 13 and verse 11.
Uh-huh.
And that, knowing the time.
Knowing the time. Know what times we in. Don't be stuck on stupid. Don't be an individual that's stuck on stupid. Like so many of our people, we stuck on stupid thinking about all of the nonsense that's in the world. Like, think about it. Everybody went down to Houston, Texas, right? Everybody went down to Houston, Texas. People went down to Houston, Texas to turn up for the spring break. There's never enough fun in this world to destroy yourself. So many of our people went down to Houston, Texas for spring break and came back with herpes and AIDS and HIV, chlamydia, gonorrhea. They said the STD and HPV rates went up 17%. Like, that's disgusting. Do you understand that? That's disgusting. That means that it's bad enough you already partaking in unlawful sex, right? Where you just having sex with this individual just to throw them away, right? But you go in unprotected in some woman or man that you don't even know. You eating all types of bad box. You don't even know this, bro. You got to get down a little, baby. Okay, go to David. Like you don't even know this man. You don't know this woman. They said women and men was out in public giving oral sex, out in public having sexual intercourse in cars while everybody was outside of the club watching them. Like, do you understand the type of demon that have to be on you? Following the crowd, the turn up life is detrimental to your own growth. I have seen so many people go into that life, and when I look at them now, they strung out on drugs, Percocets, weed, ecstasy pills, Xanax, right? Dope. You gotta stop allowing yourself to believe that this world is the place of your rest. When you getting high, like one thing that I learned in the ISUBK is to be mindful of how much you consume alcohol, right? Because when you see an ISUBK brother, just know that we are on guard at all times. And it's so much to the point that we don't even drink the way how other people drink. Other people drink and they be all sliz and they turned up and they don't remember what happened. They didn't have sex with some random woman, you understand, or some broad didn't have sex with some random man, you know what I mean, and can't recall because they were so intoxicated. We don't move like that because the scriptures say not to be a drunkard, not to give in unto much wine. Many of us, we give unto much wine. We self-medicate ourselves with drugs when these drugs are supposed to be used clinically, given to you by a doctor, a physician that's telling you, hey, you're going to need Xanax because this is what's going on with your body. You're going to need Percocet because this is the pain level that you're at right now, right? You're going to need this cannabis, and you don't have to smoke cannabis. You can use it in oil form. You can take it in pill form. But many of us, we're going to smoke it. We're going to eat an edible. There's so many people out here that's vaping, destroying your lungs. Smoking destroy you. These drugs destroy you. And when we get high and we want to fulfill our pleasures, our wants, and our desires that is not aligned with the Lord, we destroy ourselves. And we're going to go into the curses today. Your pastor then lied to you. Your imam had lied to you. They didn't teach you the truth. Everybody about to go celebrate Easter. I'm about to ask you, hey, David, is Easter good or bad? There you go. How old is you?
7.
He's 7 years old. Never celebrated Easter a day in his life. Why? Because his parents understand the truth. You got to understand the damn truth. Do we celebrate birthdays? Why? Give them a hand, man. Like, that's what you want. You want your kids to understand that they can't adopt the spirit of America, because the spirit of America is bad. The spirit of America will have you doing bad things and will have you, hold your peace. The spirit of America will make you become a loser in the Lord's eyes. Like, everybody look at Chris Brown, Jay-Z, all these rich celebrities, all these rich Black, Hispanic, Native Americans, and they say, oh man, they got it going on. They got the good life because they got money. Monies don't equal morals. Y'all know Will Smith's wife left him because she still misses a man that been dead over 30 years. She still wants to have sex with Tupac. She still wants that. She said Will Smith cannot move back in the house because I still have feelings for Tupac. I'm going to go on a trip. I'm going to go on a journey. And she had to say this on national television because that's her go-to card, because she don't got no motion. Will Smith got all the motion. So many of you women out there, you say that if a man got the money, he's the one for you. Will Smith is on record being a homosexual. He's on record. Go look at 6 Degrees of Separation. He played a gay man. Any straight man would not play a gay man role. And then his homeboy came out about him that he going at it with. And if it was true, they would have sued him. They didn't sue him. You want to know why? Because 9 out of 10 is true. And his old homeboy that he did dirty because he had some wicked ass broad named Jada Pickett by his side that co-signed the damn sugar tree. He said that Will Smith is a notorious homosexual. Notorious, to the point he walked in on Will Smith in a sexual interaction with Dwayne Martin. Y'all go look it up. It's on Tasha K channel. I think it's called, what is it called? Tasha K and Bilal. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this world, like, don't think that money is your God. Like, don't let money be your God. Money is not your God. Money is only something that you use as a level of defense, not something that is your status. You understand? Money is not your God. You got to take your spirit out of America. Know the times that we in. Right now is not the time to be on the Lord's bad side. Right now, you want to be making sure you got everything aligned correctly with the Lord so that you can be redeemed when Christ come back. These scriptures is the only records that is going to save Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. The only records on the face of the earth that is going to save us. You got so many Black people, we try to go to different spiritualities. You know what I always ask them? Show me the solutions that you have. Show me the solutions that is in your doctrine. Show me how it fixes Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. I'll wait. I ask people what's going on. You said what? You said, what is it? So that's called the American flag. The red one, that's Iran. So Iran in America, you're in America right now. Hey, y'all keep it down. You're in America right now. This is called United States of America, right? White people took this land a long time ago from Native Americans, who are our brothers and sisters. They are family. You understand? And what happened was once they took the land from Native Americans, they brought black people over. Me, like people are we are black people. You understand? The so-called Judites. And we came over here on slave ships. So they took us from one place to another, which is the America, right? And they took us to other places. And what they did was they had us as slaves. You know what a slave is? A slave is somebody, imagine you being on punishment for the rest of your life. You can't do nothing but whatever someone tell you to do. You understand? And if you do wrong, they'll beat you very bad. You understand? They'll do bad things to you because you are considered a slave. You understand what I'm saying? They don't see you as a good boy. Yeah, they don't see you as a good girl. They just see you just like a cow. You understand? Like a cow is going to eat grass, is going to get fat, and somebody's going to eat it. And they're going to make money off it. That's how they looked at our people. You understand? Our grandma and grandmas and grandpops from all the way back. Just hold your hand up, and then that's when you ask your question. Go ahead. Huh? Nanas, everybody. Now, not your nana now. She wasn't a slave, but way back in the day, before she was born, before her mother was born, we was on a farm. You'll call it a farm. It's also called a plantation, and we would work, and we would pick cotton, we'd pick apples. Hold on, we'd pick oranges. You understand? We'll work, but we'll work for free. Yeah, that's called a slave. When you make somebody work for you and you don't pay them their correct wages and you treat them poorly, you treat them bad. You understand? So that's what a slave is. Somebody that works for free or don't get paid all of their money and they get treated bad. You understand? And they're forced to work. And that's what white people did to us. You know what a white person is? It's people that no, white people. White people. See how you look at your skin color? You'll be considered black. Now, somebody like your teacher, your math teacher, he's white. He's a white man. Or you will call him a Caucasian. You understand? Leave Ari alone, y'all. You'll call him a Caucasian, right? Or in here, God calls them Edomites. Yeah, they're called Edomites. Or the white man. You understand? Your teacher is a white man. You understand? Now, you don't go and disrespect your teacher. You understand? If your teacher ever disrespect you, you come to me. You understand? But that white man and his family from a long time ago, they came here, they killed a lot of our people and took this land. This land wasn't theirs. Yeah. You see that flag right there? That red, white, and the blue? That red, white, and the blue killed a lot of good people. Kids, moms, grandfathers, fathers, mothers. They took this land. So that flag right there, that's a bad flag. Both of them flags. You understand? And right now, the Lord is going to punish them. You know what punishment is, right? They're in punishment right now, and the Lord is beating they behind. But right now, what the Lord is doing to other countries around the world that hurt our people, the Lord is going to hurt them very bad because they was being bad. You understand? And what we're going into today is when you be bad, you get in trouble. But God is going to judge the white man, the Chinese man, the Japanese man, the African man. He's going to destroy the Persian man, the Arab man. He's going to punish them because what they did to us. This is history. Them two flags right there is bad people, bad flags. You understand? And this is why we pray. This is why I always tell you, make sure you be what? Give them a hand. All right, you be good because that's what the Lord wants you to be. Be good. You understand? Like, don't hold on. Make sure you raise your hand and wait until I answer your question. Now go ahead. Huh? Your what? Our flag? Our flag right here. You understand? That's your flag. That's your flag. That's our symbol right here. You understand? You want to know what this stand for? Our King, Jesus Christ, King David. You understand? Your name is from a great king that used to rule the earth. His name was King David, Dawadah. You understand? And this is what his name is in Hebrew. You understand? This is his symbol. This is his signet. You understand? This is our flag right here. The Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. We don't look at that flag as good. That flag, them flags is bad. This is a good flag right here. This is what God represents. You understand? This is what God's name is on. God is not with America. And God is very mad with this earth. And this is why he's allowing the wars that happen overseas. He's allowing the feuds that happen in America. The fuse is so bad where white people are starting to deeply regret ever voting for Donald Trump. 1 second. What you got to say, Banky? You said, what do the devil do? Yeah. So you got two things that you got to understand. You got the devil, and then you have Satan. You understand? So hold on. Remember I said you got to raise your hand, but wait until you get your response. Now, the kids done took over the class, y'all. They got a bunch of questions. This is definitely something that, is good for kids to engage in. And remember, when you're in church, kids can't do this. Kids got to go to some special little class that's held for like 1 hour or 30 minutes and get none of the real questions answered. You understand? So you said Satan and the devil. The devil, did you listen to Banky? Banky, you listening? You asked a question. You got to pay attention. The devil is not a man with a red pitchfork. You understand? He's not a little red man. That's what you think the devil is? Go ahead. I got you. I'm going to come to you. So So that's a good damn. That's a good question. Hold on. Let me explain it. You have a lot of people that try to act like they're Jesus, but they're not. You understand? And those people are called evil. Evil people. A lot of people want to be Jesus. A lot of people fake and act like they understand Jesus, and Jesus sent them to teach you something. You understand? You don't never believe nobody like that. Only ones that's able to teach the Bible and God sent is the men that you see in this school right here. You understand? Any man that you see with that headpiece, any brother you see me salute him, God sent him to teach you. And he represents this good flag right here. You understand? We don't never sit up there and allow nobody to lie to us. And that's what a devil is. Hey, pay attention. So a devil, Zakar, go sit down. So a devil is somebody that is a liar. Okay? It's not a man with a pitchfork or anything like that. It's a liar. Okay? So when somebody, let me tell you, remember how I teach y'all that we don't celebrate birthdays and we don't celebrate Christmas, right? Because I said it's bad, right? Well, white people that rule this country, right? Banky, pay attention. White people that rule this country, they taught us, they taught the whole world that Christmas is good. Now, is Christmas good?
No.
So who's the liar? No, the white man. Yeah, the white man is the devil that you learn about in the Bible. You understand? The white man has lied to us for a very long time. So they told us that Christmas is good. Is Christmas good?
No.
So who's the liar? No, the devil. Say it. All right. And the devil is the so-called white man. Say the so-called white man. The white man is the devil. He's the liar. He's the deceiver. Many times the white man told us, let's say, I say, David, Banky, I'm going to give you $20 if y'all clean y'all room, right? Now, when y'all finish cleaning y'all room, what y'all going to do? Get your money, right? Now, what if I say, I never said that, or you're not getting your money? What did I just do? Raise your hand next time. Say it. Go ahead, Banky. What did I do? So I deceived you. I lied to you. White people done that to us for a very long time. They told us that we can get this land and they will give us money, right? All we got to do is be good people, and we'll be good people. You know what they'll do? They'll come into our house and kill everybody. Yeah, I do. Get out of hand. My daughter said, Daddy got weapons to save the whole family. Listen, she ain't lying. You understand? The devil is a liar. Now, Satan is an angel. Say Satan is an angel. Satan is an angel, and he works for God. The devil doesn't work for God. Satan does. Pay attention. Satan works for God. Satan's job is to test you, to see if you're going to be good or you're going to be bad. You understand? So when let's say you at school, right? You're not around your parents, and somebody want to get you to do something bad, right? You was taught at home by your parents, don't do bad things, right? Now this person comes to you and say, come on, let's light some firecrackers and put them in the toilet. Is that good or bad? Right. So if you listen to that person, that's Satan getting you. That's you are allowing Satan to trick you. You understand? Satan wants you. He want to see if you're going to do good or bad. And what God wants you to do is do the right thing. God wants you, hold your peace. God wants you to say, no, we should not be playing around with fire. We should not be playing around with any firecrackers. There you go. Right? Why? Because you know that it's bad to do it, right? And you would get in trouble with your parents, right? All right, Banky, you talking about hot chocolate. You going down memory lane somewhere. But what I'm saying to y'all is the devil is somebody that is a liar. Okay? The devil is not what you see in the cartoons. Okay? The devil is not what you see in the cartoons. The devil is a white man. The devil is the white man. He lies all the time. You understand? Now, do that mean that we go to white people and say, you're the devil? No, you don't got to do that. Let me do that for you. You understand? We deal with white people how we deal with anybody else. You understand? But always remember that they are the devil on the earth, and you never trust them because God said not to trust them. In the Bible, God said don't trust your enemies. These people have, you see how we speak in English right now? You see how you guys say A, B, C, D, E, F, G? What if I told you that that's not our original language? That's not our original language, but we know that language because white people enslaved us. They've been bad to us. You understand? And this is why parents always supposed to teach their children to be good. And this is why we teach y'all to be leaders. You got to be leaders. You can't act like everybody else. You understand? That's why when you don't do what you're supposed to do, that's why you get in trouble. Because we love you and we care for you and we want you to be role models amongst people in the world. A lot of the information that y'all know right now, a lot of people don't know it. A lot of people don't know it at all. You talk to your friends, y'all know Jesus is black, right? Right? Y'all know Jesus is black. Your friends gonna think Jesus is white. You see that picture right there of that man up there? That's how Jesus looked. Black man. I'm gonna go get the scripture. I'm gonna show you in the Bible. This is the book of Revelations. Chapter 1, verse 1. Okay, y'all sit down, relax. Yeah, they start standing up. The revelation of Jesus Christ, which God gave unto him to show unto his servants things which must surely come to pass. Jesus Christ wanted us to understand these things in the Bible. He wanted us to know what he looked like because you want to know why? The white man, the devil, he told us that Jesus Christ was white. So if you go on YouTube right now and type in Jesus, he gonna look white. That's what Jesus looked like right there. He was a black man. He looked just like you, David. Yeah. Black, he was black just like you. Look, when he was your age, he looked just like you. With a little afro. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Thinking he know everything. You know what I mean? Doing good in school. Jesus was just like you when he was your age. You understand? And he looked just like you. You look just like Jesus Christ. You black. You understand? And you better understand that all the time because people in this world want to lie to you. They want to take away your identity. They want to tell you, oh, you ain't nothing. You were just, you just African American. No, you're greater than that. Say, I'm an Israelite. There you go. We Israelites. Go ahead. Say one more time. Yeah, they fighting right now. Jesus is fighting the devil right now because the devil is the white man. Y'all ever heard of Donald Trump, President Donald Trump? Y'all know who President Donald Trump is? They don't teach it. Damn. Shout out to the schools. Let's get that in here. Teach them damn kids about that damn devil. You about to leave? Huh? You want to just take her? Well, take the car too. All right. Well, y'all come sit down. Come sit down. Hey, Salagi, sir. There you go. Let it rock. Public show. So this is who Donald Trump is right here. He's the president of the United States. He's the one that ruled America right now. He ruled his land. You understand? Who is this? And what did he do? What did he do, Banky? He ruled the land. And Donald Trump is a devil. He's a liar. He's a deceiver. You said that you know that Donald Trump is a liar. Get that in hand. All right. So, I mean, hey, these kids are smart, man. Shout out to technology and good parenting. All right. So when you look at what's going on over there in the Middle East, y'all, this is definitely high times to really, teach your kids what's going on. If y'all want to go play, y'all can go ahead and go play. Just keep it down, all right? Yeah. If y'all want to sit here, you can sit here. You ain't drawing on the wall. If you want to go play, no, go play, but keep it down. So getting back to it, I had the young boys. You are wrong. What am I wrong about? What am I wrong about? Saying that Donald Trump is the devil that the Bible speaks of? I want to know, what am I wrong about? Type it in. Someone said I'm wrong about what I'm saying. I want to hear what you're saying. Oh, this is a white man. But a white man said I was wrong because I said Donald Trump is the devil that the Bible speaks of. He is. Hey, listen. All right, you know what? That's enough. Y'all all come sit down. Even you, Zakar. Zakar, come sit down. Leave the toys where it's at. I try to give y'all some breathing room. Everybody go sit back down. And everybody be quiet. Y'all gonna learn. All right. So in the book of Revelation, just to finish what I was actually going to go into, Jesus Christ is described as being a black man. When you read from verse 12 all the way to verse 14 and 15, you will find out that Jesus Christ was a black man and he had woolly hair. You know what I mean? He was a dark skinned brother, and he was very serious individual. He is not the man that you see when you go into the Christian church or you type in your Google or you watch a movie, right? He is none of those things. He is a very strong and masculine and militant man. And it says that when he comes back, he is going to destroy the nations. All right. So in Revelation, the 13th chapter and 11th verse, it says that we sleep. We are asleep behind the wheel and we're crashing. We still put down. We are crashing at alarm rates, and it's time for us to wake the hell up. We got the Passover coming up. When I talk to Christians and I talk to Muslims, I'm like, how you don't know that the Passover is in this month? How you don't know these things? And it's because they've been lied to. That's why the men of the Lord is so important. The men of the Lord is very important. You understand? Because we are the people that is going to give you what you need, not what you want, right? So many people, they want us to give you soft things. You know what I'm saying, Barzo? They want us to give them soft words. Ain't nobody got time for them soft words, man. We ain't doing that. We going to give you the truth, and the truth is going to set you free, straight up like that. Like the truth is going to set you free, and you're going to realize everything that we saying is for your own good. All right. So if I could, sir, can I get Deuteronomy 4 and 5, please? Deuteronomy 4 and 5. Deuteronomy 4 and 5.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4, verse 5. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments.
I have taught you statutes and judgments. The Lord is saying, look, man, I didn't put you on game on how to be a righteous people, how to be a good people. Do what you told. Complete these orders so that your generations can prosper for a very long time. When a man has sex with another man's wife, what do? We put him to death. We put the woman that committed adultery with that man to death so that we can teach everybody not to do that. Now, when you look at Houston, Texas, and what happened down there, what happened? You seen individuals, hey, sit down. You see individuals go down Houston, Texas, and did whatever they wanted. They did whatever they wanted. You wanted to go have sexual intercourse with a man wife, you did it. And there was no repercussions behind it. Right? It's to the point. Go ahead. Like here in the IGBK, a brother can't, a brother in the world, better yet inside of here, but a brother that's in the world can't come to us and say, yeah, man, I just had sex. Yo, I got this girl, man. She on me, man. She got a man, but we gonna tell him he out of line. Like, yo, what you doing? Like, why are you trying to sleep with another man's wife? That's nigh into homosexuality. That's like putting another man condom on. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Bro, you drawing. You know what I mean? Like, we gonna give him the correction right then and there. Like, that's what we need. We need that. These commandments is not just given to us just to look at and be like, oh, okay. No, we got to keep these commandments. That's how we able to prosper as a people. That's how we able to keep, like, the white man is lying to us every day. Donald Trump feels so comfortable going and being in that Oval Office and just telling lies out of his face, because that's how deep the witchcraft is when it comes down to the white man. Like he'll say it and he'll make you believe it. He told us that Jesus Christ was white, and we believed it for a very long time. In 1969, we changed that whole narrative. No, Christ is black, and we proved it in the scriptures, to the point where Good Times wound up having an episode explaining how Jesus Christ was a black man. Jet Magazine learned from the ISUBK and was like, damn, Jesus Christ is black. Let me go ahead and throw this picture in there. They hated us telling the truth. They don't want us telling the truth to you. That's why the Jewish man tried to offer us millions of dollars to shut up and change the doctrine. We prophesied what was going to happen into these day times back in the 60s. We prophesied it. We said, yo, this is what's going to happen in the 60s. We said it's going to come a time when the nations is going to be at odds with each other, and that war is going to start in the Middle East. It's going to start in the Valley of Jehoshaphat, and that's where it's starting at right now. Donald Trump realized that he thought that him and Israel thought that they can just bomb Iran, and that was it. They thought that was going to be it. Oh, we bomb them, we're going to make them surrender, and yeah, Donald Trump thought he can be a bully. But Donald Trump didn't realize that eventually when you bully some people, they're going to strike back. They're going to strike back. Iran is striking back. Okay, you want to keep thinking that we sweet? Okay, you think I'm a punk. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hurt your pockets. In Israel, I'm going to bomb your cities until you surrender. I'm going to hurt the world economy, and I'm going to extort y'all. You know, Iran said that America and everybody else got to pay a hefty fee to go through the Strait of Hormuz from now on. You know what that's going to do? Eventually, what's going to happen is gas prices, where you see that now, it's going to stay like that for a very long time. It's going to stay like that for a very long time. Donald Trump thought that this was just going to be a one-shot kill, Sunday he can celebrate. You know what I mean? He thought, yeah, I'm big dude. Yeah, nah. They bombed all them. They've been bombing those American bases over there in the Middle East for the longest. And they told Donald Trump, listen, if you want to make it right with us, you want to pay us to go through the Strait of Hormuz, and you also going to have to remove all your military bases out of the Middle East. And Donald Trump, you know, he tried to give them 48 hours. I'm going to bomb you to smithereens. Iran said, yeah, okay. And watch what we're going to do. We're going to do this. And they said that they was going to bomb. They said, you want to bomb our energy sources? We're going to bomb every last energy source, major energy source in the Middle East of your allies, America. Donald Trump ain't pressed the button yet. You get what I'm saying? And that's why, you got to look at what's happening and what's up, what's going on. Okay, this is what I need y'all to do. First off, stop scratching, sit back, sit back, sit back. Everybody sit back. All right, I'm gonna teach this class. Y'all just fall back. You know what I'm saying? All right. So, let's get back to it. When it comes down to these scriptures, and when we read out of the book of Deuteronomy 4th chapter, it's the Lord letting us understand why we should keep these commandments. If you could, sir, can you read it?
Even as the Lord my God commanded me,
Mm-hmm.
that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it.
So the Lord said, man, keep these commandments no matter where you at. Keep going.
Keep therefore and do them.
Mm-hmm.
For this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of all nations.
Yeah.
Of the nations.
Yeah. So the Lord wants you to really be a light unto the people that's in the dark. Right. And what I mean by that is these other nations is in the dark. They haven't been, the Lord never, nowhere in the scriptures ever told priests and prophets to go out and go teach heathens, aka other nations. He never did that. He always made us teach other Israelites. Always. These people is in the dark. They got to look at us and say, damn, these people is wise. These people is on a whole nother level. Like, damn, I need to tap in with what they on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to, like, trying to figure out how I can be under their leadership. You understand? And know my role amongst them. And that's how it was when King Solomon was ruling. Solomon actually had other nations would come in. They would conform to our rules and regulations, and it was cool. They had no problem. They had to worry about their children being abused. They even had to worry about their own women. You understand? Because that's how the Lord supposed to have it set up. That's how the Lord set it up. So it can be law and order. You knew when you was under Israel rulership, you knew that you was gonna get a fair trial. Try to get a trial here in America. You know, they said Afro Man who won his lawsuit case against the police department down there in Ohio. You know that they try to make him pay half of the court fees when he won because that damn judge couldn't take the fact that his black ass won. He couldn't take it, and he was like, I gotta try to find some way to oppress this nigga. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. And you know what? I'm gonna make him pay half of the court fees. Half is gonna come from the department, and half is gonna come from you. Since you won with your black ass, you all happy. You know, Afro Man was talking trash about the judge. You understand? But I say all that to say this. When we keep God's commandments, other people around this world is going to look at us and not look at us how we behaved in Houston, Texas. I can't defend that nonsense. You go down Houston, Texas, you showing your ass. How am I going to defend that? You get what I'm saying? Like, you making us look bad. You down there, you twerking all in the streets. And the people that live in Houston was like, I don't understand why they even came down here. We don't got no beaches. They said, what you gonna be outside drinking? You know what I'm saying? Like they're like, yo, this ain't a place to come and get down like that. How y'all trying to get down? But hey, people went down there and they embarrassed themselves. But that's not how we supposed to act. We're supposed to be righteous people. Now, the ISUPK is going to be in Houston this week, coming up. And you're going to see how Blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans supposed to come together in droves. You're going to see how you're supposed to behave when you are in public. You understand? You're not going to see us twerk. You ain't going to see women twerking. You ain't going to see us having intercourse out in the public. You understand? you're gonna see us in the club, but guess what? We're gonna be respectable because we people of class. And that's how the Most High bred us to be. You gotta have some class. And all of these behaviors that we're displaying is all curses for our disobedience. And that's what we're gonna get into next. Can we get the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 27 and verse 1, sir, please?
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 27, and verse 1.
Uh-huh.
And Moses, with the elders of Israel, commanded the people, saying, keep all the commandments.
Keep all the commandments. The Most High wants you to keep all of them. Ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it. And you got some people that try to say, oh, well, that's the Old Testament. No, nobody want to hear that. The Lord wants you to keep all the commandments. Why? Because, again, the commandments is just not about you. It's also about your neighbor. Your neighbor needs to be able to look at you and know that you serving the Lord right along with them. You understand? They want to be able to look at you. Like your neighbor should be able to look at you and know that they can come to you when they feeling weak. You understand? Like I can be in a school, and if I'm feeling weak, I know I can call any brother and they're going to extend brotherhood. You understand? They're going to let me know, man, I'm right here with you, man. May the Lord be with you. You understand? Like they're going to show me the love that a brother's supposed to show. Like that's what happens when we keep the commandments. What happens when you don't keep the commandments? Well, let you come to a brother and say, look, man, I gotta go to jail. I'm stressed out, man. You know, look, man, can you just keep an eye on my family for me while I'm gone? You know what your homeboy gonna do when you're in the world? He's gonna lay down with your wife. He's gonna lay down with your wife, or he's gonna try to. And you're gonna get that phone call, and you're like, dang, why Brian over there? It's late as hell. Oh yeah, no, he was just coming in to check on me. Oh, look, let me call you right back. I gotta call you right back. What you mean? Brian is tearing fire to your wife because there's no brotherhood in him, because he doesn't keep the commandments of God. But if that brother did keep the commandments of God, you know what that brother would do? That brother would for sure deal with her from a distance. Hey, sis, you need anything? Yeah. No sweat, man. We, you know what I mean? Let us know if you need anything. Yeah, no sweat. He ain't gonna pop up at the house. Only time he gonna pop up at the house is just to make sure that you got what you need because you called him. You called the brother, hey, yeah, you know, I do need this, I do need that. All right, no sweat, sis. I got you. I'll drop it all to you. Boom, boom. Brother going to drop it all to your rib and keep it moving. You want to know why? Because we keep the commandments. We keep the commandments of brotherhood. The commandments of brotherhood is not to covet another man's wife or covet whatever that man has. Meaning that if that man have a wife, let him have his wife. Go get another one. There's so many other women out here. The Lord said you can have 2, 3 females at one time, as long as you keep them as your wives. Why are you gonna go after this man's wife? Which is not lawful in the Bible. You get what I'm saying? Like the Lord wants you to look at life through the real lens. If you really want to make a real change, if you really want to see real positivity, the Bible is where you're going to go to. All right. If we could, sir, can we drop that and go to verse 1? At 28, Bubble Show.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass that thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and do all his commandments which I command thee this day.
Yeah, to do all his commandments. The Lord said, man, keep all his commandments. And Moses was making sure that he did his due diligence on teaching us, man. And remember, man, we some hard-headed people. We just seen the Most High do all these amazing miracles through Moses, right? We seen the Most High a glimpse of the Most High revealing himself. Remember when the Most High started revealing himself on the mountain and they seen thundering and it just got real scary. You remember a lottery ticket? He was like, you got it. You know what I mean? That's what we did. We said, you got it, Moses. From now on, we're just gonna talk to you. We don't want to talk to the Most High. You know what I mean? Like straight up and down. So to get back to it, it says that we gotta hearken into the Most High to doing and to observe and to do all His commandments. Meaning observe, meaning to learn. I mean, make sure you learn. You all right? Can we keep going, sir? Brother, sure.
The Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
So the Most High want to set Blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans on high above everybody on the face of the earth. He don't want the white man to be on top of the earth. He want Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians to rule. That's what he want. He want little Black boys and girls, little Hispanic and Native American boys and girls to be able to say, hey, my mom and my dad is royalty on a whole nother level. Yeah, my parents, man, they own this land over here. Not land, but cities and countries. Like that's where the real wealth come in at. That's what real that's what we need. We don't need to, oh yeah, I own this house. Yeah, I'm big dog. I own this house. I own this little thing right here. No, we need to go. You know what I mean? I remember Captain Akai said, I don't want the box, I want the power. I felt that. You know what I mean? You gotta want the power. And how you get that power, man, is serving the Lord. The Lord is telling you right here, He wants us to be above all these other people. He wants us to be above white people, Chinese people, African people, Arabs, Persians, East Indians. He wants us to be above all these people because He know that they don't have what it takes to rule the earth. Remember, white people don't believe in washing chicken. White people don't wash their chicken. For a very long time, white people didn't even want to wash their ass. You know how y'all wash up every day? You know, white people used to not want to always wash up a long time ago. They won't wash up for months. Can you imagine how stinky they smell? They butt used to stink. You'll walk past them, you like, ew, you pooped on yourself. You'll say that. This is how bad they used to smell. They didn't brush their teeth. Yeah, they didn't brush their teeth. They was nasty people, huh? They didn't wash their toes. It smelled like bunion juice. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But because Black people, Hispanics, Native Americans, we so righteous, man. We looked at them and was like, man, you need to take a bath. You know what I mean? Native Americans made sure that white people used to take baths. They used to make them go clean themselves when they used to early come to America. They were like, nah, man, you stink, man. You know what I mean? You might be carrying something because we always had laws on cleanliness, right? Like you can't, like dreadlocks. I was talking to this one sister about dreadlocks, and when we spoke about it, and it was a conversation that we had to have, man, because we was talking about hairstyles, and she was like, yo, man, I don't like detoxing dreads. She said, yo, it's the nastiest thing ever. And I'm like, yo, you do know that we shouldn't even be having that hairstyle, man, because it's a dirty behind hairstyle. And she talked about how much gunk comes out of them detoxes. And if you go online, if you've never seen someone with dreadlocks get a detox done to their head, they got to get their hair washed at least like 7 times. 7 times. Just so that their hair can be somewhat clean. That hair ain't gonna never be completely clean because it's buildup of dirt and the hair is dead. Only thing that is alive is the new growth, the roots. That's the only thing. You get what I'm saying? Like it is insane. Yeah, it's none but mildew. They be having all types of lint balls in it. You know what I mean? It might be a roach that might have crawled in their head and died. That's in there. Like these people didn't like when a man and a woman laid down, you supposed to clean yourself. When a woman is on and you are so called you are unclean until the next sun when the sun go down, that's when it's a new day and that's when you're not unclean anymore. Right? When you a woman, if she's on her menstrual cycle, she unclean for 7 days. But in the church, it's okay if that woman come in bloody and sit on them pews, right? You got to look at what the Most High is saying in His Bible and take it for what it is. Take it for what it is. You all right, little man? Good night. So we can keep going. So verse 2, if we could, Bubba Shaw.
All these blessings shall come on thee
Uh-huh.
and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Yeah, so the Most High, He said, look, man, you do what I tell you to do. Keep these commandments. I'm going to bless you beyond your dreams can imagine, right? Like the Lord was like, look, man, like think about it, y'all. Let's say, when y'all do good, right? What did I tell y'all? Y'all can get whatever y'all want.
Yeah.
Right, Banky? Put your hand down. I'm not answering no questions right now. So that's how the Most High feels. That's how God feels. He said, if you do good, I give you what you want. Right? I'll look out for you. Here's the thing. Our people, we have been very naughty. You know what I mean? We have been very evil unto the Lord. We have chosen different gods. We have chosen different faiths and beliefs. You have people that will believe in the Bible, know that they're Israelites, and they would cherry pick what they would accept. Right? You have people that say, I read the Bible front to back. And do you ask them, well, who's the 12 tribes of Israel? I don't know. That doesn't matter. What's the color of Christ? That doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like, that is a curse when you don't understand your identity. I'm going to show you that in the Bible. All right. So when you read all the way from verse 2 all the way to 14, you read all of the blessings, right? And those blessings are your family, your businesses, okay? Is what else? Just your health, all of those things. Everything that you need to prosper, you need going your way, the Lord will look out for you, right? And this is talking on a nation base, not individually, but on a national understanding, on a national base. All right. So if I could get verse 15, Bubba Shaw.
Verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes.
So we reading it, right? We're reading, and it says if you don't keep all God's commandments, this is why your pastor is a damn liar. Is he telling you, man, well, you don't gotta keep all the law? Why wouldn't you want to keep all the law? You keeping the law is keeping you, like, think about it. Hey, Zakar, face that wall. Face the wall. So us keeping the laws, let me tell you how important it is for us to keep the laws. Let's say we say what the Christians say, oh, the law is done away with. Okay. Me, Officer Barzal, can go grab our firearms and go rob a bunch of old ladies because the law is done away with. God knows my heart. Hey, now, you can't judge me. Here's the thing. You're going to judge me. You're going to want justice. You're not going to say the law is done away with. You're going to say that that was wrong because it is wrong. We shouldn't do that. But people want to pick and choose when they want to say, oh yeah, you got to keep God's commandments. And that's Christianity. Christianity was built off of slavery and manipulation. So is Islam, created the same way. All right, so let's keep going.
That all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
There we go. It said that, man, all these curses shall overcome thee, and you know what I mean, and overtake thee, man. Keep going.
God. Verse 16. Cursed shalt thou be in the city,
And
cursed shalt thou be in the field.
We curse in the city. Look at ICE agents. ICE agents is hunting us down, right? Black, Hispanic, and Native American. They don't give a damn. They at the airport right now oppressing our people. Oppressing. Let me walk in there and I look a little bit too Hispanic, or I just might look nigga enough. Let me see some paperwork. Let me see some paperwork. Well, goddamn, my name is in your database. You get what I'm saying? Like, come on now. Like, these people have a certain hatred for us, and the Lord allowed these people to rule over us as a punishment. That's why the white man is in rulership, because it is a punishment. The devil ruled over us. The devil of the earth, who is the so-called white man, he rules over us because we messed up. So now when you're on your way home or you going to work, wherever you're going, you something might happen to you when you out in that city. Something might happen to you in the field. Many of our people are black farmers, right? And you got black farmers right now that's being harassed by white people. And I don't know why they just don't call the IHBK. Like, just call the IHBK, man. If you come across one of them videos, tell them, man, contact the IHBK, man. If you having problems with white people, you having problems with intruders, we can show you how to deal with these people accordingly. You know what I'm saying? We'll show you how to eliminate the bull crap that's going on in your world when it comes down to our enemies. You got to deal with this. You can't deal with this individually. You got to let your brothers help you with this situation. So if you see one of them posts out there that's talking about how, white people was coming onto the land and harassing them and things like that, man, tell them, man, call the IHBK, man. They'll come and help you. They said they waiting for you. I try to reach out to them. They ain't respond. But best and believe, if they make that phone call, the IHBK is right there. Because we ain't going to just sit back and allow somebody to, abuse our people. Because we're here to teach the flock. You know what I'm saying? We're here to feed the flock and protect the flock. That's what we're going to do to the day we die. We're going to die doing this work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're going to do that because our people need us. If we could, sir, can we drop down to verse 22?
Verse 22. The Lord shall smite thee with a consumption and with a fever.
So when you I don't know, y'all can go look this up. This is a book called The Valley of Dry Bones. It's written by Rudolph R. Windsor, and it says the conditions that face black people in America, right? And what happens is in this book, you can tell that he's been watching some of our classes and from back in those days. And what he realized was that black people fit the curses in Deuteronomy, right? So in this particular verse right here, this is something that he gave a perspective of which made sense. When we was on slave ships, a lot of those white men that had us in them slave ships, what they used to do is they would pack us up like sardines and we would be living in horrible living conditions. Mind, we on this boat for a very long time. This, like, it's not even clean. It's not sanitary. So we'll be consumed with fevers, boils, right? All types of blisters, right? We starving. Hey, I said face the wall. All right. So if we could start from the top, what we sure?
And with inflammation.
With inflammation, right? A lot of people, man, you outside having intercourse with people and it's just casual. You just doing it because you want to fulfill your lust. Man, the Lord is destroying a lot of people's sexual lives with those diseases and viruses. Don't be the next one, man. Don't be the next one. Be wise on what you're doing. If you could, sir, keep going.
And with an extreme burning.
An extreme burning. He put emphasis on that because y'all niggas is getting gonorrhea and chlamydia. You outside, you want to go have fun. And then you come back with the ooh wee. Like I don't understand. All y'all went down to Houston, Texas. You having sex with women that you don't even know. You just so lust filled. You like, I don't care. I'm about to go ahead and do my thing. You're a loser. You think like a loser. And that is a curse. Because you didn't take the proper precautions to make sure that this woman was somebody that you want to deal with for the rest of your life. See, when it comes down to the law, statutes, commands, it don't matter what the world say. The world tell you that only way you can be married is you get down on bended knee and sign that white man's certificate saying that y'all was married. And I remember I had females trying to tell me this, and I said, listen, I would never get married on paper. I said, if I ever come up on some paper and you leave me and I got to pay you, just know you also going to leave this earth. To be honest. Because you got me effed up. If you leave, that means that that's a decision that you made. I can't leave you. You understand? And I'm like, I'm not letting this white man into my situation. If you want to get put on something, I would make sure. All right, let's get this notarized. So if anything ever happened, you can have some say so when if things go crazy. These people nowadays, they'll be white man married, come back with STDs and HPV. I remember the one movie Tyler Perry came out with, right? Where this young sister, it was a story about this sister. She was brought up in the church. She had this traditional Christian marriage. She got tired of that traditional man. She got tired of him. She was like, you just not, you're not fulfilling me. And she wound up going with some jackass that had AIDS. Dude had a cocaine and alcohol problem. He started beating her ass and gave her AIDS. Now, the Lord was with that brother in the movie because he didn't get it from her. You understand? Like he didn't get it from her because she didn't want to lay down with him because she wanted to lay down with the other man. Listen, let me tell you something. Brothers and sisters, you gotta be wise on what you're doing out here. You gotta read this Bible and gain the wisdom that's in it. Because the way how this world gonna try and turn it out, they're gonna try to tell you, yeah, man, no, dog, you can, man. It's like, man, yeah, I go up in chicks raw. I don't see how dudes can do that. Like, if you out here living your life on the edge, how can you lay down with a broad without putting on protection? You get what I'm saying, brother? Like, it's already bad enough you laying down with this broad and you don't plan on making that your woman. You need tissue? Go to the bathroom, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never understood that. Like, I heard cats get mad at me because I was like, yo, man, you better be careful out this, young. It's spooky. Nah, man, don't tell me what to do, man. It's like, all right. You see what these rates is looking like. If you gonna, I'm cool. I'm gonna go ahead and have my wives. I'm gonna do the thing that God, the Most High, told me to do, and I'm going to fall back. You know what I mean, brother? Brother said, huh? said, look, I follow protocol, brother. That's all I'm gonna say. Listen, follow protocol, man. For real. Protect yourself out there. You all right? Look, young lady, go ahead and sit down. Protect yourself. All right. If we could, sir, go down to verse 28.
The Lord shall smite thee with madness and blindness and an astonishment of heart.
Yeah, the Lord had blinded us from the truth. That's what we're blind to. We're blind to the truth. We don't even understand what the Bible is saying. We would read this Bible and read a verse that says we are God's chosen people and he set us to be above all people on the face of the earth. And we would say that God loves everybody. When it says in the Bible that he wants us to be above all nations on the face of the earth. We're blind. We don't. So many people would argue with us because they don't like the fact that we're telling them that we're God's chosen people. That's blindness. That's stupidity, right? It says, verse 29, and thou shalt grope at noonday as the blind gropeth in darkness, and thou shalt not prosper in thy ways, and thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore, and no man shall save thee. So when you look at what's happening on the face of the earth right now, man, the Lord is having mercy on us. The Lord is having mercy on us when it comes down to the knowledge of God. He is allowing his word to be broadcast amongst the people. And I'm looking at the numbers and I'm seeing what we're doing on a monthly basis. I said, well, good night. Because we're making the moves that's needed to be made. Stop scratching. You get what I'm saying? And, we're bringing the people that's in the dark into the light, man. Like, that's what we're supposed to be doing. All right. Verse 30, it says, there shall betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her. Meaning that you supposed to get with this woman, you know what I mean? Y'all eventually supposed to, y'all already have an agreement, like, yeah, that's gonna be my girl. Look at it like a long distance relationship, right? You've been talking to this girl for quite some time. Y'all set it up. You're like, look, man, I'm gonna have you come into town, or I'm gonna come into your town. I got the whole setup and all of that ready. You know what I mean? Y'all, you might go take her out to dinner. You know what I mean? Have a nice time, and then at the end of the night, y'all become man and wife. Y'all had this plan, right? Now let's read it again. Thou shalt betroth a wife. Meaning, yeah, man, we're gonna set it up. I already got how we're gonna rib, how I'm gonna make my rib. We're gonna go out, all of that, right? And it says, and another man shall lie with her. So imagine you sitting there, you planned all this, you made reservations, you didn't book, you know what I mean, a whole location, you didn't put the reservation in for the hotel, all that. You did all of that. All for you. To find out that she laid down with another man. That is evil as hell. Because that brother, he should not, like, that brother, yo, what's going on? Banky, face the wall. Right next to your brother. Put your hands down. There you go. So, boom. That brother should have investigated that sister long enough and found out if she was talking to somebody else or not. And if you take your time, you can find out a lot about a woman. If you take sex off the table and you give it months, eventually that woman is going to slip up. If she's lying, you're going to tell. You're going to like, something ain't adding up. You get what I'm saying? Like, something ain't going to add up. And eventually you're going to know that this is not the woman that I need. But it's a curse when a brother is pursuing the woman that's supposed to be yours. Right? So Boom, boom. Verse 31. Thy ox shall be slain before thine eyes, and thou shalt not eat thereof. Thy ass shall be violently taken away from before thy face, and shall not be restored. To 3 sheep shall be given unto thy enemies. So it just means extortion, man. You get what I'm saying? Extortion, destroying the black business. Like the Lord is always going to explain about the economy bomb that's going to hit, because he's showing us the reason why we should always keep his commandments. Like, think about, let me just give y'all a perspective, right? America right now is what? They're at war with Iran, and there's a battle going on over oil. America want to get their oil, but they can't get it because Iran is threatening to blow it up. Well, here's the thing. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Nice. So, okay. Let me rephrase that. When you look at what's going on in our community, right? In our community, we are our black establishment is destroyed, right? Because the white man has destroyed it. He figured out ways to destroy it, right? And there's many businesses where we were strong armed to close shop. And that's what happened, right? With Iran and America, their economy is tanking, but it's not all the way there yet. You know what I mean? It just is getting hit really hard right now. And America is trying to figure out a way how that they can get their oil and continue to make America so-called great, right? Our economy back in the day was destroyed. It was destroyed, like completely. If ours can be destroyed, theirs can be destroyed. But the Lord is going to do it a special way. Mark my words. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to happen. But our business has been taken away. Our business has been destroyed. That's all right. The Lord got something for that. Verse 32 says, thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thy eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all day long, and there shall be no might in thy hand. Think about it, like when you are, think about how many police officers, abuse someone's child, right? And they put them away in handcuffs, just abusing their authority. Or when we were slaves and they sold our children to a whole nother plantation, and we ain't never see our kids again. We had kids waiting miles down there, and we ain't never seen them because they got sold. It was none that we can do. Okay. Can we get verse 37, sir?
And thou shalt become an astonishment, proverb, and a byword among all nations, whither the Lord shall lead thee.
Say one more time, sir.
And thou shalt become an astonishment,
Right.
a proverb, and a byword among all the nations, whither the Lord shall lead thee.
So the Lord said, man, y'all gonna be a proverb and a byword, meaning black people is described as being lazy. Hispanic people is described as being criminals. Hispanic people, other countries, you know what I mean? They describe, good night. Native Americans, black people, we all described as something evil instead of what we are. Hey, y'all go ahead and clean up them toys back there. Go get a bag from back there and put them all in there. Find the bag, please. You know what I mean? Like when you look at how we're perceived as wicked individuals, man. We're perceived as lazy, stupid. You know what I mean? We all welfare recipients and all of that. But I'm gonna tell you what's crazy, right? White people know that they can bully us, that they can harass us. You want to know who they can't harass? Jewish people, because Jewish people actually have power, right? And they don't harass Arabs. Like right now, you got Persians, the so-called Iranians, that is at war with America. You think that they mad at the Persians or mad at the Arabs? Hell no. They're gonna take their frustration out on us. They're not gonna take their frustration out on Donald Trump. They're gonna try to take their frustration out on us. Because in their mind, we're a punching bag to them. In their mind, it doesn't matter how we feel about anything because we're not human to them. This is why it is very wise to open your damn eyes, man. You understand? I'm gonna leave that right there. I'm gonna leave that there. You know what I mean? Y'all go ahead and check out the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28. This is cool. Give me a second. Go check out the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 for yourself. Look into it. It's a very good chapter to read. You understand? Make sure you tune into Commander Jenny Hanna Black Watch Show every Monday and every Saturday. All right. And just stay tuned because he's going live on a regular basis, man. And with that being said, man, I thank y'all for tuning in to the class. And with that, shalom.